Silver here, and today I wanted to share my pictures with you guys. How I did them, how they were made, what I used to make them, the the game the app that I'm using is called Sketch. I like to use it because it's better for me to concentrate, and I already know the paintbrushes, where they are, how to use them, how to use the app. So pretty much I have adapted to this app and I love it so much. And I'm going to be going through all the pictures I have made on it so far, from finished to unfinished pictures, all of them, everything I've done. So we're gonna start off with the very first one the very last one I have made, not the recent, but in the past. This is Raining Tears of Dawn. It was my very first headshot drawing on a phone, digital art. I didn't really know much about shading. Um, I didn't know how to draw tears and how to make facial expressions, but otherwise, it was not a very good start. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't good. I posted it on Amino and it was featured for about a week. Then it was taken down. I was proud of myself for making such good art that was able to make it on a front page. But I wanted to go bigger and I want to sell my art. But I'm going to have to learn more about that in the future. Until then, we're just going to, show it online. And in the background, you have other things. Now, I think this was before I learned about what layers. Oh no, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what layers were for. As you can see, I only had a few layers. One layer for coloring, and the rest, well, was pretty much crap. But yeah, so that was Raining Dawn of Tears. Hope you guys liked this one. Leave in the comments which one out of all of these pictures was your favorite. So I like to draw wolf, dragons, and ponies. But this one is another picture of my OC Dawn the wolf. She's sitting in the grasslands looking out to the land before her, and she is called Stormy Land due to the rain that is raining from the sky and the dark clouds. This one I have posted. A lot of people liked it. I had used the copy sides when I drew her until I got down to the tail. And I really like this one. Although I was a bit sad at the time. I can't quite remember why I was sad at the time. I draw my feelings sometimes. It really helps. If you have feeling issues and you like to draw, well, you should try this. Feeling, because if you feel sad or you feel happy and you have no other way to express it, just draw it on paper. I think this was also before I knew what layers were. These are the layers. I used 2 layers to make grass, 2 layers to make rain and the shading on her wings, and 1 layer to color and draw the wolf. I think I did a pretty good job on this one. This one was one of my favorites, actually. Um, so next up, we're gonna go to Glow Moon. Glow Moon is one of the newest OCs I have created. He's one of my favorite new OCs because all my other OCs are kind of boring now. And I don't want to move on to new OCs because I like the old ones. But drawing them has gotten pretty old and I needed to move on. So I decided to come up with a new wolf with new features and powers and whatever. And I came up with Glow Moon. Every time the moon rises, oh, his fur will glow, as you can see. Those black looking ripple things in his wings, I had used a paintbrush and tapped him, and it made him look like that. And then I used the glow button to color it in, and it kind of makes it glow. And it was strange how I had learned how to do this, because it added so much to it. Oh no! See, I put my initials, and I also put the name down there. This was also before I learned what layers were for. But I had just found out how to make things look like they were glowing, even without the glow pen, which is here at the end, right here. I used this instead, and it was strange how I had knew how to do that, and it was crazy because I was having trouble with my drawings before, but it looks like I had been getting better from there, and I was learning so much. Next up, we have a little drawing. I call it when you get bored because I had nothing to do. I was just sitting there and I had nothing to do. So I decided to just draw a small picture and it came straight from my head. But this one was not really interesting, not as interesting as the ones before. But I find it as one of my favorite sketching doodles. I just randomly drew it. But yeah. It was for Valentine's Day, because we'll get into the Valentine pictures. I was on Amino, and I decided I was going to let my love out to all the people on Amino. And a lot of people asked me to draw them pictures. By the time I got to the last one, though, I was kind of tuckered out, and I made a big mistake. Instead of miracles, I wrote medicals. I must have been real sleepy at the time. This is a drawing I had drawn out of my book, as I said in the live stream before. This one came straight out of the book, not the background and stuff, just the name and the drawing of the wolf. The rest of the graphics were made on the art, and it was really actually not that hard, except for coloring in Dawn. But this was back when I used what's it called? The worst material you want to use on a picture is the fill-in bucket. It does not work. You may think it's the easy way to color it in, but no. That junk, it will mess your picture up in an instant. And it will not help you in any way. So remember, you gotta learn how to have the patience to color in your picture. You use that paint bucket, you better know what you're doing. Connect them lines, because if you don't, it's gonna mess your whole picture up. This is a headshot that I made. I don't know, I got really bored, and I decided to copy it out of my book as well. At this time, I think I had gotten really bored, and I decided to do another headshot of my OC Dawn. In case you don't know what OC means, it means original character, a character you made. I also have a dragon and a pony, but in the beginning, I started drawing wolves instead. It was a Dawn headshot I had drawn for someone, and someone actually enjoyed looking at this picture for some reason. They liked it so much, they asked me if they could do their own version of it. It actually came out pretty good. Unfortunately, they took it down. I don't know why. I think somebody was trying to steal the picture or something. I had nothing to do with it. This was on the very next day I had made Flying High. Because, I like the skies, and I'm a big fan of flying, but I'm scared of it at the same time. It makes no sense to me, but hey, if you like flying and you're scared of it, that's just you. And I'm one of those people who love flying. I want to see above the clouds. I just don't want to lose my wings or whatever's helping me fly and fall to the ground. I hit the ground, I cry, I die. But I know that flying is, I want to fly, okay? It looks so fun. And you look at it on a picture, or looking out a window of an airplane. If you're just sitting on the ground and looking at the sky, you're like, I wonder what's up there. And you just want to fly high. Like Dawn does in this picture. Although it was one of my pictures I did in a very lazy way. I'm not sure if anyone could notice it, but I used the copy both sides thing, and then I kind of edited to make both sides look different. On the next one, this was Dawn and Midnight. I made it for Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, I drew this one in the book as well before I put it into the thing because I was starting to get a little rusty on the phone drawing it from my head. But I'm going to be working on that soon. This is Midnight and Dawn. A very bad picture though. It looks better on paper. I wrote in love. This was for Valentine's Day. I know Dawn looks really tired in this picture. Look at her face. It looks so weird. And Midnight looks like he's eating a lollipop. So this was not the best picture I drew. I was struggling at the time anyway. As you can see, I must have I must have been doing something because that leg is so freaking messed up. But and just remember, guys, when you're making your art, you have to put your name on it. If you don't, somebody will, I promise, somebody will take your art. No lie. I've seen it happen before. Somebody has stolen art before. So remember, put your name on it. Also, if you are using bases, you have to credit the base unless it's for free. Like, they don't care if you don't credit them. Or just ask them, I don't know. Next up, this one, well, I was kind of sad at the moment because we had lost our cousin at the time. I was really sad and I had no other way to express my feelings because I was like so depressed. She had died from choking. I was so sad. And so I drew this to help me. And it really did help. So, that's supposed to be her in the little light from heaven, and that's me right there looking at her like, why'd you have to go so soon? And she's telling me don't worry, and I miss her, but I know she's in a better place now. So yeah. Next up was I did not want to do this, but I told myself that I would show you guys every picture. It was an unfinished comic book, okay? I never started on it. It was I tried starting on it, but I cannot do it. I'm planning on just deleting it and, starting over or trying a different one because this did not come out right. I have to hurry up and finish this video because if I don't, I will be past my curfew. Okay, next up, this is a Zentangle that I did in my classroom. I had drawn my pony, took a picture, put it on the board, drew it on a bigger picture, and then drew a bunch of patterns in it. And then I colored it in. I did not get the picture of the colored version of it though. I might I might take another picture of it. But yeah, that's my pony's Zentangle. I guess it's Sparkle Fang. I don't know. I was really sleepy at the time. I'm not the biggest fan of coloring things in, so I got really lazy on the picture. Next up we have a background. Sometimes if I like the background of my picture, I will download it separately and I will keep it to myself just in case I need it, which this will come in later. This background I have used it in another picture and I will show you guys as we go on. I used this background in the first one. I did not name this one yet. I guess you could call it Eyes in the Sky. I don't know. Sparkle Fang is flying through the sky, through the gray clouds below her, to look up at the moon. Because she is a werepony. She is a werewolf. She is half wolf, half pony. And she's trying to discover who she is. And she had a birth defect. Where you see either your full wolf, like you show your full wolf self or your full pony self. But, she walks around with half and half and she doesn't know why. But eventually she learns how to change into full versions of herself and can still keep the same form that she has now. This is my pony LC, Sparkle Fang. That's the other name that you guys have seen in there. This one was one of my personal favorites. This one was when I first learned how to shade and stuff. This one is when I actually enhanced it and started doing more with my pictures and shadows. You would not believe how long it took me to do this one. So long, I think I even made a second copy to finalize it, but the lines were a bit rusty and stuff. But I drew this one in the book, and it doesn't look exactly like this, but I twisted it around a little to make it look better. But yeah, it was supposed to be like she's flying above a party. Like down here, there's gonna be a party, and the lights are shining on her, and then the lights. But I should have did the background, but I didn't. So yeah, the top was supposed to be like vents and stuff, you usually see at the top. And then her shadow was supposed to be casted upon them, but I got really lazy afterwards because I got mad that that the wings weren't working out the way I wanted them to. So I just gave up. And this is the background of it. Doesn't look as good as it does with the pony. I told you guys I made another one. See, I finalized the lines and stuff. Looks a little bit better than the other one. Anyways, yeah, so that's Sparkle Fang. This is another background that I personally like so much, but my favorite part about it is I had learned in art how to make things look like they're going into the background. I also like how I made this part black right here, and it looks like it's the side of the house. And I also like the fact that this looks like it leads into a dark forest, and then the sky is shining upon it, and it's like lighting up the trees in the night light. Um, I have used this one only one time. I liked it, so I made two of them. One looked more high definition than this one. Um, I used it in this one. The base is not by me. I forgot who the base was by, but the characters are me and the background are me. The base is not mine. Like I said before, do not steal other people's bases unless they say you can. So yeah, this is Sparkle Fang and her crush, Wind Vibe. He loves music, but I don't know if this is true or not, but I think there's a few between people who like earplugs and people who like headphones. And like they could never get along. It's not usual, but these two like each other anyway. She likes the bass and he likes the lighter tunes. That's why he wears earplugs. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but when you wear headphones, there's more bass and it sounds much better and it sounds like it's all to you. And you can hear it loud and clear while no one else can hear it. Earplugs, it's a light tune. It's sort of sounds like a tick-tock noise in your ear, and the sound isn't heavy enough for me, you know? And it gets really annoying sometimes. But yeah, so I I was getting better at layers this time. I knew what layers were for at this time. See? And the layers actually came in handy when I made this. And that's why I liked it so much. So yeah. This is another background I really liked. I was supposed to use it in another picture, but it kind of didn't fit the description. So this was supposed to be a forest with Sparkle Fang standing in it. The moon, the clouds. This one required a lot of layers. No lie, I had to use a lot of layers. In this one, I just cut out the pony. We're gonna get to the actual pony right here, which is Sparkle Fang. She is standing there, proud and tall in the forest that she lives in. But I had to move her out the way to see the background, because she was sort of like blocking out the main part. So yeah, and I couldn't move her to the side where I wanted her, or all the stuff would have messed up. Once again, the base is not by me. The rest is the character in the background. Same picture. This is an unfinished Animal Jam Wolf for Nala 2013 that I never really finished. I told myself that I would come back to it, but I kind of didn't. But I will finish it. I need to get back onto it. But yeah, I really want to finish this one. But I couldn't really fit the background and stuff and get it to where You know, it just I'm sorry, it just doesn't look right for me. But I might just move it around to see what I can do with it. Here we have a coloring page I had made on I'm in my notebook and then put it on here so that when I got bored I could just color it in. I've already started. I was planning on making my own Dawn coloring book, but nah, nobody's really gonna color it. I don't know anyway. I mean, some people would, but some people won't. This one is Keep It in Mind. I don't know why I called it Keep It in Mind. This wolf I did draw, but I drew it from another picture and then put her in here and then drew the background. I really like the background, but I don't like it without the wolf and the glowing letters. And don't forget your initials. It's very important. It's very important to mark your territory. Dawn's words. Anyway, so yeah, I really like this one. Because it looks like she's like outlined and she's glowing and she's like a figment of your imagination. Uh, like I said before, if I had gotten bored, I was gonna color that picture in. And I'm not finished yet, but I'm gonna continue soon. This is a gore warning for, blood. This is a YouTube picture that I drew for a YouTuber named Hershey Bear. Hershey Bear, really, please subscribe to Hershey Bear and Nala 2013. They're both have a lot of subscribers. They both like Animal Jam, and they do a lot of little trading stuff. And I guess I'm just their commercial, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just gonna commercialize this. So subscribe to Hershey Bear and Nala 2013. So yeah. So yeah, this is the half pony thing, you know, the half happy, half sad, like what could be so wrong with you? And then what is right, you know? Next up we have these vines of I call them the vines of the sun, I guess. The vines of sun. Dawn must have been crossing something. Of course, this would never happen to Dawn. Dawn would never be alone and pulled down by vines. But, you know, this was just a picture. And, you know, Dawn was caught in a trap of vines. And they pulled her down into the darkness. But, of course, she always makes it out alive. This one was a recent picture I drew. This is around the time when I really knew what shading was. This is when I started thinking what was fun. Of course, I didn't use the layers wisely. So yeah, I really like what I did with it. Like the hair is my favorite part, but otherwise, yeah. So that's this picture. I got really bored and decided to do a quick sketch of what I could do with Dawn. Next up, this is Roseblood, my sister's OC wolf, Rosa, aka Rosa. Brown, beautiful eyes. Look at them! I love making Rosa look adorable. The key to this picture was a key that I did not know how to use before. It was that bolding the bolding thing. It makes it pop out. You see how the light shading is across the person? Then it says Roseblood. That's why I like this picture so much. This is one of my favorite pictures. No lie. Next up is one of my favorite pictures. One that I did my so freaking hardest best to do. And remember when I said that I had that star background with the moon that was shining? I told you guys I used it in this picture. Then I put the clouds up there and I have her laying on the cloud. This is one of my favorite masterpieces. Most people laugh at the little blue pony in the corner sleeping on a cloud. But yeah, I just kind of got bored and added him in there. But this was an original picture that I was inspired because I was sleepy at the time. So I drew it. I drew it. My favorite part of this picture is how she shines in the moonlight. I had never really done that with a picture before until now. and now it makes her look shiny and sleepy. And I also like the little gradation I did with her cutie mark. I didn't think that would look good, but it turned out pretty good. I made her cutie mark that because I'm really good at drawing. That's what everyone says, and I kind of starting to see it now. So yeah. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys a picture of my friend's drawing. I want you to give her credit. She is really good. She thinks she can't draw, but trust me, she can draw. Although she used my base, she still did a good job with gradation, with coloring it in. This was an unfinished dragon picture of, I don't know, a random dragon I was going to draw. I didn't really trace this one out the book. This was my first time drawing a dragon on my phone, because I don't usually draw dragons on phone. I draw them on paper. That is the best way I draw them. So yeah, these are bases. I'm just gonna flick through these right here, because these are just bases of Dawn and Midnight. This was a picture I made for a friend named Space Potato. Space Potato had a white wolf. She wanted me to draw her in the snowy mountains. I forgot the snow is right here. And so I don't know about you guys, but I think I did a heck of a good job with this shadow right here. This was an accidental shadow, no lie. Those birds were not an accident. Derpy birds. Anyway, so yeah, I have never really drawn a picture like this. If you ask me, it looks like a movie, like you would see it on a movie. Upcoming movie, North. And then this pops up. Like, that would be awesome. I'm almost to the end. This is an intro or a furry from my friend. It's a dragon intro. The background looks cheap, but the base does not belong to me, but the head does, and the jeans and all that stuff does. And the color, the character does not belong to me, belongs to my friend. The background is mine, and yeah, so, and this is Fallout Equestria. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love Fallout Equestria. When people start talking about ponies and saying they're all happy, I just start thinking about Fallout Equestria. I'm like, okay, you keep talking junk about these ponies until they show you who they really are. I really like Fallout Equestria. It's a mixture between Fallout 4 and My Little Pony, and they combined that crap together and it made Fallout Equestria, and it was a good combination. So I decided to draw a picture of my pony if she were in Fallout, and what her outfit would be, what her guns would look like, and this is her. And I just think it was really awesome. Originally, I drew this on paper. The legs did not look like that. The body, I shifted her to look different. She looked different before. But yeah, this is her now. And I don't know about you guys. The background does not belong to me, but the character does. And remember, always remember, write your name. Anyway, so yeah. This was an unfinished comic picture that I've been drawing. It looks sort of cheap. I have to do some editing to make it look better. But until then, it's going to look like this. You lost it. Well, I'm sorry if I was left to guard it myself. I don't know why Dawn got mad at him. I don't even know who this guy is. I literally randomly drew him. You don't belong here. Anyway, so yeah. Last but not least, this is my newest picture, the newest one I'm going to be working on, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get this done. Like, I have never drawn tears like this before, and it looks the bomb, and I'm ready to see what I can do with this, what I could turn this masterpiece into. And that is pretty much all of it, and so, yeah. So, bye guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Watching me draw like you.